Okay guys, how is everyone doing? Off for another adventure, just about to go up to my mum's. My mum will be driving, so I can film some footage out of the car windows. Haven't got a clue where we're going. My mum did mention it and I've completely forgot. I think somewhere in Yorkshire, but I love getting out like this to new locations. Quite cloudy. It's supposed to stay like this all day, no sunshine. It's been very dull all the last few days. Made it very atmospheric over Pendle Hill the other day. If you haven't seen that video, I'll leave the link in the description. A very atmospheric walk over Pendle Hill. Right, better get going, my mum's expecting me. So I've just found out we're going to Beaconfell. Mum's driving, she'll talk after. We're going through Whalley at the moment. Nice little village called Whalley. I'll just film this. Nice little village, and then I'll be filming there soon. I was actually born here, weren't I?
You were born here, yes. Yeah, you were born in like a big maternity home called Bramley Mead.
Bramley Mead. So it's Beaconfell. That's where we're going. So we just passed Cromwell's Bridge, and that's where Oliver Cromwell brought his army and held a war council on his way to the Battle of Preston. That took place in 1648, full of history around here, isn't it, Mum?
It is, it's a very historic area, is this?
Very old. Obviously an old bridge, but it looks an old bridge as well, that. Nice. So I just thought I'd show you the Stonyhurst College built in 1593. That is an old building, and a really nice looking building. This is an old cemetery right next to this college. It's all locked up. Otherwise I would have had a walk around, and had I been on my own I would have just climbed over, but my mum's waiting in the car. Great place. But there's some old graves in there. Bet there's some old graves in there.
Bet that would be interesting to walk round, wouldn't it, Mick?
I just said if we were on my own I'd probably jump over, but I'm not leaving you sat in the car. I bet there's some old graves in there.
Yeah, I'll bet there is. Maybe we could come again another day. Maybe one of the gates further down might be open. You know, another day we could have a walk round it or something.
Well, as far as I know, with graveyards and cemeteries, they're public. They've got to be open, so there must be a way in. Not on this side.
I should imagine there's a gate
side.
open. Yeah, maybe just because it's near the college and they don't want all and sundry walking round it. It will be open because people's ancestors.
Oh, it will be,
here
definitely. I'm
and
just surprised
people
that's locked, but there'll be another way in. We'll find out
will be
sometime.
down there, but we might be able to get in from the other side somewhere.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Right.
So my mum's just parking up. Nice little village of Chipping. Just gonna have a coffee here before we head to Beaconfell. £12 churchyard in Chipping, old graveyard. 1708. But there are some older graves around. I'm not sure about here in Chipping, but the oldest one I've seen were 1501. That's in plenty 16. Some things. Have a quick look.
I wonder how old the ones are at bottom, do like those that down them, aren't they?
Oh yeah, we'll have a look.
Sometimes you can't read them, can you?
No.
Faded off.
1800s.
A bit more modern, aren't they?
Yeah, I think the oldest
Yeah, you can't really
one I've seen,
see the dates on
no,
things.
is in Heptonstall 1501. But in Heptonstall, they used to bury lots. They used to be used both sides of the gravestones for one family, the other side for the other, because there were that many. There's supposed to be over 20,000 bodies there, all piles 20, 30 deep. Yeah.
And that's somewhere we
And
could
it's,
go.
yeah, we're going to go Heptonstall.
We said we'd have a ride over there, that's another one.
Yeah,
we can
and it's
go.
the oldest churchyard in Yorkshire. It's supposed to be. It's
Well,
Heptonstall.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a listed village,
Yeah,
isn't it?
and
They
the
can't
villages are very.
do
I think the village were first registered in 1210, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, look at snowdrops.
Snowdrops are coming out.
Aren't they?
And there's two churches in the churchyard. The first church lost its roof in storms 200 or 300 years ago, so they built another in the mid 1800s to replace that one. In Heptonstall. Yeah, there's a grave where people always put coins on for, what's he called? Can't remember his name now, but he was David Hartley. They hanged him for counterfeiting money and coins.
Wow.
And his gravestone's there, and every time you go there's loads of coins on the stone, and they were hanged for money counterfeiting. Yeah. You can film them. Top of my head, David Hartley, I think that's right of him.
Don't know.
I think so, I'm
you
not.
know more about
Yeah.
Heptonstall than I do actually.
If we're wrong, let me know. I think it's sure that's right. Right.
Should we walk round and just pop into the church?
Yeah, just
have a
checking the
walk?
battery on here. It should be okay for another 5 minutes.
Yeah, give yourself a chance to save some for Beaconfell.
I've got
It's the
more,
aim of today.
I've got more batteries
We haven't got there yet.
on me. Cool areas. Was the front entrance not around that way?
I don't think so. I think we bolted all the way round, haven't we?
Oh, we're round the back now.
Oh.
Have to go right back round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Love old churches.
That's a nice little one, eh? It's long.
Yeah.
Quite modern, this one. That's unusual. Full square floor.
Yeah.
It's nice, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Isn't it now?
More modern stained glass, isn't
Yeah.
it, that?
The old organ. Great stuff, love it. Just come out the church now, it says 1770 on this stone. I don't know whether that is the date of the church. It might be, we've been at the front. Could have some significance. But it probably will be, won't they? They're all around here.
These pebbles that
They're all very old. Oh yeah. Got old cottages, 1675.
Yeah, this 16.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the little building around there where it's supposed to face. It used to be a little cafe with that. It was the oldest stuff, and it was on television once. They were moving
Well,
it, but they were hoping somebody would take it over, but it doesn't look like they have done as such.
What were you saying? It's the oldest.
That post office,
Right.
Oh, it says shop and cafe there.
Yeah. Is it anything? Is it the oldest?
I don't, I'm
No,
not
no.
sure
Yeah.
we make a, I can't. Oh, it's all up there. Round here. It's reputed to be the oldest continuously trading shop in England,
You right?
but I don't even know if it's open now. It's closed.
Right, from
isn't it?
1683. Are we right there? Are we looking at it right?
Yes, 1683. I know we're the oldest something, but I wasn't sure what
Yeah.
it was the oldest.
So many old
one.
buildings around here.
It is so. Maybe they don't know.
No. That one across the road.
It's all open, mate. It looks like they don't know. Not know when.
18.
Maybe they just don't.
1823.
Look at the height of this door.
Yeah, small doors.
Small door. You can tell how old it is. Go on. You can tell how old it is by the height of the door, can't you? Push hard. It's an old door.
Yeah. Because people were tiny back then, weren't they?
Yeah.
Right.
Right, Mick. I think
We'll get to
we've seen the history of chicken.
Beaconfell. Nice little village.
Coming though, Mick.
Chipping.
Interesting
Yeah,
little
nice.
place.
Nice place. Stanley Court. Old 1600 cottages here.
Used to be a thriving little place with old pubs, when pubs were pubs and people went in and
Yeah.
out more. There were 3 pubs just in this centre bit.
There we go, we found the car park. We're driving around for a while.
Last 2 hours.
No, not 2 hours.
Well,
we found it.
Maybe.
Because there's loads of little car parks.
No, the police. Do we never do just this?
No, we're not bothered about the place. There's loads of little car parks. But only little ones. This is the main one we wanted. But anyway, nice drive through the woods and whatever. So.
You can get packed, can't they?
Yeah.
Oh, it's only £1 a day.
£1 a day parking.
That's not bad.
It's
I
not
thought
bad.
it would be £3 or £4 now.
Yeah.
Jobs are good on.
So yeah, police are there, probably hiding, having the dinner, like they do the hideaway.
Just make sure I'm in a parking place. Not that it's going to take any, but you know what they like in these places. They like to make sure you're in lines, don't they?
Right, so put a ticket on here, and then we're having a walk through. Massive wooded area though. I bet there's trees come down, it's storms around here. Anything to say about our tour? Is your handbrake on? It felt like we were going backwards.
There's one thing, we've actually driven right round Beaconfell, right from the other side. I think I must just have missed the side road to come up, but at least we've
got some good views. It was nice, huh?
Yes, we've seen the scenery.
Well, my mum's just gone to, I've only got some change on me, but you can only pay by card, it's only £1. Turkey and stuffing. Not working. Well, it's not working, we saved £1. So we're just setting off round the path.
On foot this time.
On foot. Nice cobble path. There's a big stone snake here. Which is a wall, but the snake's head is... Have you ever noticed that before?
No, I haven't. I think some of these ones.
Just follow this round. Go around and it ends up the biggest anaconda you've ever seen. Lovely area. A few square miles of woodland.
It's very tall, aren't they, these trees? Very tall.
Yeah, they are. There's lots of little trails round us.
Lots of trails,
you could follow.
There,
Yeah, tall.
They've been planted quite a long while ago, these trees, mate.
Yeah, definitely.
I wonder why there's a lot of them cut down.
What do you mean?
Well, look at all the stumps.
Right. Well, either they were...
Maybe it's so they don't crowd in too much.
Crowd too much.
Yeah.
They've been unstable with the wind and stuff, and they've had to...
Yeah, possibly, because they do get a lot of wind up here. It's quite high up here and open to the elements.
But is it a logging area? Because a lot of these places where they've got, you know, planted trees.
Yeah.
The logging areas.
It could be.
So they could
be cut down for logs, couldn't they? Because we are out in countryside. There's a lot of log fires, etc.
You know, they call them really a logging farm, really. Yeah. Just chop them, and as they grow, they put new ones on.
Yeah, there's too many been cut down for. Must have been for that, wasn't it? Probably plant them as they cut them down, you know.
Yeah. There's lots of logging. Them logging places in Yorkshire Dales. There's logging roads, and
Yeah. Oh, that's
because
probably
these sorts
it.
of trees are all artificially planted. It's not natural.
Oh yeah, they're not natural woodland,
Woodland.
are they? Yeah, that's what I said, they've been planted, but
Yeah,
a good few years ago, look at the size of them.
yeah. There's a bit, like I said, lots been cut down,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, they have, haven't they?
Yeah.
I bet it is. I bet it's for logging. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be for,
maybe they've
well, wood as well, maybe, you know, for carpentry.
yeah, and thin it out a bit.
Furniture and stuff.
But because it's a national park, what is it? It's is it a national park? Is it
Yeah,
a country park?
Country park, yeah.
I don't know whether they'll do that now, because there's nothing replanted, new trees.
Mm.
Maybe it used to be at one point.
There's a lot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll be right there, mate, because there's
Yeah.
a lot of demand for the log fires now, isn't there, and that.
Something like this, it started to uproot with wind, so they chop that probably, stop it coming over.
Yeah.
But it's within a
Well,
country park.
I think you're right, they've been felled on purpose, though,
Yeah.
for the wood. There's too many for just to be cut down.
Yeah, definitely. I'll show you something, Mum, what I'm going to do. I'll show you something, what I'm going to do over Pendle Hill. There's a guy called Ben, who I'm meeting up with, off 401 Files YouTube channel. What he's done in the Yorkshire Dales, up in the, he lives in a lot of this woodland type, you know, where nobody ever goes.
Yeah.
It's not like a tourist place, whatever. And he's built himself, over time, you know, that's just a bit of a shelter, that, isn't it? But he's built himself a proper little shelter.
Yeah.
Where he's got, like, you know, they cook candles and he can cook in, so when he goes out hiking he goes in his shelter and he can cook something up to eat and what have you.
There used to be one like that over
And
lakes at Lawes.
nobody knows about it, but it's in the middle of nowhere, even though it's on YouTube, you can't tell where it is, but it's all big trees like this.
Right.
So I think when I go over Pendle, doing my hiking in SKYWATCH, I'm gonna, every time I go up, just do a bit and
Right.
try, you know what I mean? But I think it's a good idea, that.
It's not a good idea having a fire in one of them.
No, you do it in a safe way. No, you do it in a safe way. You know, you wouldn't put a bonfire in the middle of it. You just use little stoves to cook or whatever.
Right.
No.
Mm.
Yeah.
Imagine it night time, mate. It'd be very quiet, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, cool, that.
Looks like oysters have been about.
Yeah. But there's a lot of deer in here as well. Should have brought the trail cam
I
and
don't think
set one of them up for an hour or two.
Yeah, there probably is a lot to do in here, you know, mate. It's all parts of the Forest of Bowland.
Yeah, the Forest of Bowland. But I'm reading about the deer. At the moment there's a higher population, you know, than there's been for hundreds of years.
Is there?
Yeah, I was telling Sarah about this, and there used to be some culling of deers, you know, because of the population is getting higher, but that's stopped now.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah,
And they're just really
that.
bred, and they're becoming, you know, very common everywhere.
Yeah, you
And
told
I thought
me
I'd seen a lot over the last few years.
Because people used to have a lot of venison and that
Yeah,
in restaurants locally. There were a lot of venison,
Yeah.
but maybe they're not allowed now. I don't know. A nice view.
Yeah. Lots of these little shelters around. I wonder if it's the Forestry Commission who come in and tidy up fallen branches and so my mum has become the voice of information. And what have you got for us?
Well, Beaconfell Country Park is situated at Goose-Gnaw, at the western part of the Forest of Bowland, and the highest point on the fell is 266 metres high.
So it's not a high summit, but it's nice, isn't it? All forest. Yeah.
Oh, I know some other information about it. I've just remembered. It is actually a location for one of the beacons that they used years ago from beacon to beacon across the land to warn of any invasions or any celebrations. And Beaconfell's been actually a country park since 2002. So obviously they've made the footpaths more accessible, etc. The beacons were actually lit up here for the invasion of the Spanish Armada. It goes right across the land. That was in 1588. So it has been here for quite a few hundred years, which is very interesting really when you think back all those centuries.
Yeah. A lot of history everywhere you go, isn't there?
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Just a bit of knowledge I picked up off one or two sites, you know.
Yeah. There you go, look, a doggy. Very green at this time of year, you know, just the moss, all the grass, the moss really.
Yeah.
A lot of grass and moss.
They are evergreen trees, aren't they? Fir trees.
Yeah, they are, yeah. Just the floor I'm on about, all the moss on the...
They still go a bit dull in winter, don't
Yeah,
they?
because that's not part of the covered in.
Oh no, the moss, yeah. It's growing on all the stumps and everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very faithful.
Yeah, trees come down with the latest storms, I can tell that one. Fresh.
Yeah, it's a nice tree.
Freshly snapped. One over there. 1, 2, 3 over there leaning.
Oh yeah, there's loads.
Because it was quite a bad storm, that one. I think there were top wind in some country of over 100 miles an hour, weren't there? But down a lot of trees.
Oh yeah.
That's fresh.
Yeah, it was.
But there's a lot come down over Pendle on the sculpture trail. Because I've been to the Pendle sculpture trail since, and there were a lot of trees down.
You said that, mate.
Yeah. And they were over the path. So my mum's gone missing, she's over here.
I'm not going all the way down to the bit up here for me. There's some holes as well.
There.
Nice little mouse hole things
Right,
down there.
Yeah.
Behind your floor. Little mouse hole thing.
what are you looking at? What's a shelter?
That? I don't know what it is.
It's a root ball, it's an upturned
Oh,
tree.
it's the roots of a tree, isn't it? Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's
Well,
rootage to blow over, isn't
in
it?
the woods in Pendle Hill, there's some of them over, and that is not onto the massive.
Right.
The root ball, I'm not joking, they're not half out up with these trees like that.
They have long roots, I know.
I did a video where I stood next to them and a tiny little thing stood next to these massive.
Heck.
Yeah.
I wondered what it were.
Yeah.
I can see the tree now. It looked like somebody had built it and then covered it with straw or something. I wondered what it were.
Oh dear, it's starting.
I've nothing to think about.
You know, you don't need to sing.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't, you just need to walk and chill.
Maybe it makes you happy singing.
I never sing.
Oh well.
Just
That doesn't make me happy. You
Just
singing. You do actually. You do what I do. You do.
Do I?
If you're in a bit of a situation where you don't know, you start making a tune of nothing.
Nothingness. Must be a way of thinking. There's more trees come down there.
I just have a lot. We scared on Susan's nose at age concert and we law in a tune that nobody knew, including me.
What? We've got to have.
Ooh,
Gonna have my mum back by 5
tree.
because.
Look at that. Aren't they long? Tall.
Yeah, aren't
That
they
one
then?
that's been blown there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Trapped in the trees. So it says sometimes when you've got big storage, you've got to be careful leaving when it's calm. Because I said this in Scoach Trail, you don't know what is just lingering trapped up there where it hasn't quite made it down.
Because, yeah,
And it could come down.
like that fell on you.
You know, it could carry on its journey at any time. I mean, that was safe enough, doesn't it? But, yeah, I mean, bits of branches and things, isn't it? You know. It's a big one. That's been down a while though and it's dead.
Well, Susan at age concert, I mean, when I worked there, it was a long while ago now, wasn't it? Her sister had they had a caravan on caravan site near Lake Windermere, but it was in the forest. And they once got really, really bad gales. And 1 or 2 trees flew over onto caravans.
Yeah.
Susan's sister got out. They come home.
Yeah.
Because they were frightened, they were really bad. But I mean, a tree on a caravan, you've no chance on. And caravan's gone on there, really.
Oh yeah, any tree on a car, it just crushes it. I tried moving some just little limbs on path over Sculpture Trail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, you can't even move them.
No.
You underestimate how heavy they are then.
That's why if it's windy, you're better keeping away from trees.
Like a sledgehammer coming down on you then.
It's proved it a time or two, hasn't it?
Everyone thinks branches are just, you know, it'll be right, it'll bounce off me. They won't.
Yeah, no, not them weights.
No. So the month or two in spring, yeah, it'll probably be covered in bluebells.
Be nice.
Around here. A lot of the woodlands are, aren't they?
It's only the beginning of February now, and there's quite a lot of greenery about
Yeah.
here.
So just say my mum does well on these walks, and it's just about getting out and slowly you build yourself up, don't you, to them. But you've always got that walking, haven't you, little?
I've always, oh yeah. I mean, Roy and myself used to, we've done a lot of walking like this. I mean, we never bothered telling anybody about it. We just went out and did it, and
surprising though.
I just said to you, oh, we went over Beaconfell, but it wouldn't mean anything to you at the time, would it?
The amount of people I know, you know, in comments and things who said, you know, they really struggle walking. They've just done little 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and months later they're doing a few miles, and surprising. That's a good view.
Oh, there's some lovely views up here, yeah. There is, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
There you go, that's a bigger root ball as well there, coming down.
Oh, yeah.
Just have a look.
Can't believe it, can you? You can blow it over like that.
Hmm? Yeah, still small compared to them up Pendle, really. Oh. Takes some power though, doesn't it, to blow, you know,
The weight in that.
sort roots and blow things like that over.
Can't believe the weight in that, the weight can blow that over. Quite a few snaps as well, have you seen them?
Yeah.
Just up there.
So here we are.
Myself, Nick, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know if I get up there today.
You've done well though.
Yeah.
So, not a high summit, 200, was it 267 metres? Something like that, anyway. Well, nice walk. There we go.
I remember
Yeah, done. I can screenshot that, that's a nice view.
one day, right, it were right clear. And I have a photo of it somewhere. Over that way, right?
Yeah.
Blue sky like mad. You can see all Langdale Pikes, all white with snow at top.
Right,
Over that way, distance, absolutely fantastic.
Just
You
gonna
can't see it today.
get a picture of myself here.
Can I take one of
Well,
you?
we can both go on now and then I'll...
Send it to me.
Yep.
Well, sure, Beacon. Then you know you've...
There we go. Right, done. Just get one of me. I've got one of you.
Yeah, no, you're right. You know.
No, this is... Screenshot of this is better.
Well, let me take a photo of you.
Sorted.
On my phone.
Okay. So yeah, it's known as the dark sky area around here, isn't it?
Yeah, I've read somewhere
you know,
that it's the dark sky
definitely
area.
Possible sky watching area, get a few people together for a few hours at night, that'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine it is a dark sky area because there's no big towers or
No,
anything.
there's not much light about
No.
at even nights
No.
here.
Brilliant.
Pretty well in the middle of the countryside here,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, there's only light from farmhouses in the distance.
Yeah.
But nothing really major.
No. So we're in the visitor centre. It tells you about the dark skies here. A lot of info. I won't bother reading all that, but it's a dark sky area. Tells you about the wildlife. I'm just banging into the chairs.
Hey mate, there's a little bird table and everything. Oh, look at that one. Oh, look at them. Gosh, they know where they're going to get fed, don't they? A lot of them about. That's where all birds are. That's why you don't see any others.
Look at blue tits. I'm just looking at these pictures to see if there's any like what we saw. That.
Yeah, with that orange stripe on it.
Bluefinch. It was so some.
Been a bit like a nuthatch, but
It was some sort of finch, wasn't it? Is
yeah,
it something like this maybe?
they're different kinds, aren't they?
Mm.
It looks like an orange stripe on it, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
very orange bird. We tried to film, but it flew off. Never seen one like that before.
I mean, I know the blue tits and the coal tits and the nuthatch. You see a lot of them in Tenwood Park, but I've never seen one like that. What we've seen. want a hot chocolate or anything, Nick, do you? Do you want? Are you alright?
What?
Hot chocolate or
Hot
anything?
chocolate.
For the brew?
Yeah, we can do. We will do. While we're here. Well,
I've got my coffee, but
that's right. We'll sort it. I'll just film.
Oh, you're alright.
We'll
What
move
do you
in.
want? A hot chocolate?
Yeah, hot chocolate. Cheers. Yeah. Nice. Let's have a hot chocolate now. So nice hot chocolate. I can film this one. It's too busy in the other cafe.
Oh no, you see, no coffee today.
We did have a cappuccino, but they were too busy to film. They always say we here, so when you're there, they say,
Shut up, mate.
are we staying in today?
We'll see
Well,
when we get outside.
You're going to have to push you're working, aren't you? Just a little private sense of humour. We've nearly got banned from one cafe for this before. It's a certain sense of humour. Some people don't. Won't get that, don't it? Are we enjoying that?
We are enjoying that. Are you?
Well, I've got one, so that doesn't work, does it? So there we go. Nice little village of Chipping and Beaconfell in Lancashire, UK. Get yourself out if you can. Please do like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I'll always reply. Goodbye from me and goodbye from...
It's goodbye from me. Enjoyed my walk up to Beaconfell today. The weather's not been too bad. No sunshine, but no rain. So can't complain at this time of year. See you soon.
Very nice.